All right, what's the deal, man? Welcome back. This is episode 4. You know what? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with saying like, oh, this is episode and all that, but you already know how to keep up with it, man. Made Revenue Records on air. No, actually, Made Revenue on air podcast on YouTube. Made Revenue Records. Go to the page, like, subscribe, follow, push that notification button. You already know. Get notified for our latest, our greatest, or most recent. Nah, you know what though? I gotta say thank you guys for almost 1,000 on our episode 2, almost 1,000 views in a couple days. So that's greatly appreciated, man. We hope y'all stay tuned in. Shout out to my co-host. You already know, she is coming back very soon. You know what I'm saying? But other than that. Oh my God, it's a lot that just happened. It's just a matter of a week. I'm talking about Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, of course. If you know, you know. I did bet against Ryan. I did say Haney would knock him out. You know what, though? I've always had love for Ryan, man. Ever since I've been watching him, for the couple years now. He's always been one of my favorites, one of my top dogs. But you know what? He proved to me something. He proved to me that that his belief, that spiritual energy, man, God above all, man, is greater than anything, man. And you know what he did was so important for the entire world. And it's crazy because I want to show y'all this. He literally faked the whole thing. He said he'd been documenting it. He said he'd been have videos of recordings from months ago saying like, watch, I'm gonna fool the whole world. I'm gonna make the whole world think I'm crazy, and everybody's gonna go against me, and I'm gonna beat the hell out of Haney, and everybody is gonna lose, and because they're gonna think I'm crazy. But I'm saying this because you know what? There's a lot of people that strategically do things the way that they do it because they do have something to prove to the world and to the non-believers. But I feel like for him it was bigger than just the people that proving something to the world and non-believers. He made the world literally believe that he was going crazy because he knew if the world thought like he was a nutsack, or not a nutsack but a nutcase, that they would turn on him. And that's exactly what everybody did, and I'm guilty of that. Not that I turned on him, because I still support him, and even after the fight, even win or lose, I would have still support him. But I did say like, oh, man, like he's not ready for this fight, man. He's gonna lose, and that's where my bet came from. I'm like, he's not ready, man. He's not taking this stuff serious. That's crazy. But wow, that just goes to show, man, you cannot judge a book by its cover. 100%. And I'm so proud of him, proud of Haney too for stepping in there. You know what, I always knew in the back of my head that, damn, I don't think Haney's skill level is really there with Ryan's. But I'm so proud of him, man, for taking that fight, and for doing the unthinkable, what people thought he would never would have done. So shout out to them both, man. Congratulations, Ryan Garcia. But that was great, man. That was probably one of the best boxing matches I've ever seen. But let me show y'all the video of him actually going on the PBD podcast and telling us that everything was a hoax. So here it is.
That shit gets me going, though.
Hey, look. So let me tell you, I get a text from Kevin, and he's the only guy that texts me this, because everybody's texting saying what's going to happen to the fight. Okay, right. It's 11:46 Eastern Standard Time. He texts me, says, Pat, Ryan Garcia is about to pull the first ever social media rope-a-dope. You heard it here. Meaning, he's telling me that you trolled the entire world with the fight. Yeah, so was this all an act? What part of it was real? Tell us about it.
I mean, my cameraman Chance, Ajay's there. Hey, we have it pre-recorded months ago. What did I say was gonna happen? I said I'm about to make sure everybody thinks I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Wow, this is gonna be called the Great Escape. Like, I have it all documented. I was already planning it, weeks and weeks and months behind. I don't know what made me come up with the idea. Honestly, I just one day just decided just to go
It was
all
a
in
hell of an
and
idea,
just
though.
commit to a plan that.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you guys have it, man. Ryan Garcia did the unthinkable, and I think that was pretty creative on his end. Only reason why, some people would be like, what the hell, that was stupid. But no, I don't think it was stupid. I think he proved a really, really, really great point. And that was fantastic on his end. Great fight. I feel like it's so funny because I was watching the fight and I feel like, damn, he know he could beat him, man. I think he knew that from the first round, from the first and most likely the second round as well, because all throughout the whole entire match, it just seemed like he started taking it easy on Haney. Like, man, this is my friend, man. I'm not gonna do him like that. Too bad. I'm not gonna do him too bad. It reminded me of when you get into a fight in high school and you about to lose, and the guy tell you like, bro, look, I'm a beat you, I'm gonna beat your ass, but after this we could be cool if you want to. And that's what it kind of remind me of. But shout out to them both, man. No disrespect to Haney, because he is a superstar. He's a great fighter. He's a not other than that, he's like a real business owner. Like, and I love that about him. He's an entrepreneur. He owns his own shit. Haney Promotions. So that's pretty solid. That's pretty dope, and I respect it. I respect it a lot. So shout out to him. Would love to meet both of them one day. Shoot. Platform become big enough, we'll love to have them both on here one day though, and it'll happen. Manifestation, baby. That's how we do it. But yeah, shout out to them. Other than that, man, there is some pretty disturbing shit that I have to show y'all if y'all haven't seen this already, man. So disturbing that it will make you think, what the hell is really wrong with people, and why is the entire world blind to such ridiculousness that's literally in front of our faces, and we speak about it every day, and the internet continue to show us every single thing, like literally it's in our face, but this right here is really in our faces. And I want y'all to watch this and leave y'all comments below, man. Tell me what y'all think about this. There got to be some type of like discipline behind this, or like this guy just let me just show y'all this, man. Let me show y'all this, man. This is some crazy stuff right here.
Whoever this man is going viral for one of the worst ways imaginable.
Okay. On live TV, dog.
So this man was live at the Snooker World Championship. It's like a version of pool. And he was caught in the background with this young boy right here, which we don't know is his son or not, but he was standing very close to him. And then as the camera moves to look at this guy who is one of the announcers,
Bro,
this guy starts rubbing his face on this kid's face and then grabs his ear and tugs on it with his teeth. Not to mention, once the kids started waving at the camera, showing that they were actually on screen, this guy, which I can only assume is his dad, starts smiling and moving his head like nothing's wrong because he knows he just got caught. So whoever this guy is, he needs to be investigated immediately because he should not be anywhere around kids. If that's what he's willing to do in public, people can only imagine what he's willing to do in private. If you know this man, you need to report him.
And there it is, man. I think that's just pedophilia on a different scale. Like, bro, I don't even care if the cameras weren't on you. What? I don't even care if it's your son. Bro, just imagine how tortured that kid is at home, dude. And imagine how confused that kid probably is at home. And he's probably gonna watch that video, and like when the world reacts to it, the kid is probably gonna be like, oh damn, I thought this was normal. Right? And if you do think that's normal, that's a problem. That is a problem. And for those who, and I hope there's not nobody out there saying like, oh, why are y'all sexualizing that? Dude, you see a grown man and woman nibbling on each other's ears in public, people be like, oh, get a room. Imagine you seeing a grown ass 40-something, 50-year-old man nibbling on a 8, 12-year-old, 10, 12-year-old boy's ear in public. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I just feel like it's just too much going on in the world, and it's because our kids aren't protected properly no more like we used to be, man. Our generation in general isn't protected properly like we used to be. The things that we allow now in the world is just honestly, to me, it's just not right. I feel like it's pure evil. And trust me, there's a lot more sick, twisted, and evil things that's going on in the world, right? But the things that is happening to our kids, man, the youth, like in front of our faces, and nobody seems to like have a problem with it. It shows me that this world is not strong enough to speak up for the right things to actually fix the world. It's like we want world peace and we want a good world, but the evil shit is just happening right in front of us, and we're too scared to speak up to fix it. Why? Because the minute you speak your truth and speak for what's right or what you believe in right, there's another side that's ready to shut it down. There's somebody that's defending it. There's somebody that mind is so twisted that they found the perfect explanation for why there's a grown-ass man nibbling on a kid's ear in public on live TV in a big-ass crowd. Imagine everybody else there that's comfortable with doing some shit like that. And I'm just wondering who else saw besides the camera. Oh, man. What a trip, man. What a trip. What a trip. But you know what? I hope one day that all the craziness comes to an end, man. But on other ends, shout out to YG, man. YG 400, man. LAYG. Mr. YG, man. Shout out to him, man. He just dropped Naka the music video, man. It's a absolute banger, man. Y'all need to check that out. Just Read Up 3 is coming in motion. It's in the works. I thought it was gonna drop yesterday, but I don't know. But hey, he announced it and it's coming. I don't know. Maybe my thoughts was off. But if Just Read Up 3 sounds like Naka, like a lot of his songs sounds like that and better, oh man, it's gonna be a classic. Just like Just Read Up 2, 1, you know, like those was like, man, it took me back. I was like, oh snaps, it's crazy. I'm like, it took me back. I can say that now. That's crazy, huh? Right? So shout out to that, man. Shout out to YG. Shout out to Contagious, man, for hopping on here last episode, man. Episode 3. We spoke on some really, really great things, man, and I suggest y'all go watch that episode if y'all haven't, man. It was really dope. Nice phone call with Contagious, man. Man, you know, so that's pretty dope. And you know what? Hey, I want y'all to stay tuned in, man, because brand new clothing coming, getting ready to pop out pretty soon, man. Do a Lot Clothing. You can always purchase online, doalotclothing.com, but it is gonna be a little bit more pricey than getting it, you know, in person or getting it directly mailed to you. I could direct message me for that. It's gonna be a lot cheaper, like $10 cheaper for everything. And then it's gonna be delivered to you, obviously by mail or by hand. You know, y'all could Cash App, Zelle, whatever y'all could do. Apple Pay, I got y'all. But it's some really, really dope products, man. I guarantee y'all gonna love it. So shout out to that, man. Go follow the page, Do A Lot Clothing on Instagram. Check out the website, www.doalotclothing.com. And for all the other episodes you guys missed, Made Revenue Records on YouTube. Y'all could check it out. It's right there. Made Revenue on Air podcast. It's right there. All right, check it out. So yeah, man. So a couple topics I really wanted to touch base, because I know y'all seen the episode, and it's not just all about having fun and enjoying like the podcast and all the extra stuff that comes with it. But you know what? There's serious stuff that I would like to discuss. For example, mental health awareness, man. I know I might like goof around, play around, and like talk a lot of crap. If you know me, then you know. But mental health awareness, I just want people to understand that it is a serious situation, man. And I'm speaking from someone who's been there. If you know, then you know. But obviously that story is on a bigger scale. So I would like to get on a major platform to really talk about everything that I've went through. Obviously it's on a bigger scale. So I would like to do that on a bigger platform. It's definitely something that I feel like it's overdue for the world. I remember my auntie was telling me, like, you're waiting too long. Like, life is short. You need to tell your story. You can either change a lot of lives, or bring a lot of awareness to mental health, and just everything you've been through. And if you know what I've been through, it's like it's something that's beyond this world spiritually. Literally beyond this world spiritually. A lot of people, like scientists and all this other crap that they be talking about, is, oh, it was just a mental breakdown. Things that when you're going through a certain phase, your brain tends to get off course, and then you start seeing things that's not really there. You become a little delusional. Things happen, or you may it's all in your mind when things are happening, but it's not really happening. But I'll tell you what, my story is very, very special, and it's very detailed, and I remember it from start to finish. And I had family members around me that could literally vouch for everything that I went through, everything that they heard, everything that they seen. So it's a pretty good, deep, dark, if you like a little dark tale, and great story, man, that could either change my life for the best, or get a lot of attention from the world. And that's why I do want to tell that story on a bigger platform, because it is very deep and very personal, but I'm not afraid to tell it. But so I just wanted to say that, because we have to take mental health serious, man. And that's something I be joking about a lot, but I just wanted to get the message very clear. Depression, I've been through it. That's why I don't believe in it. I don't believe it's something that you should be holding on to. I've been there. I've been there to where, like, it just make you want to be like nah, this ain't worth it. So I get it. So if you are going through like a mental breakdown, mental illness, you feel like you're depressed and you can't live, yes you can. I promise you can. I've lived through it. You have no idea. No idea the things that I've lived through, the things that I've seen, spiritually, mentally, experienced physically, going through what I went through, right? But I'm saying this because I don't want you guys to believe that that's life, and that's how you should be living your life. And I don't want you guys to believe that you need to turn to drugs or alcohol, because you don't 100%. I didn't. Even when they had me on these pills that the side effects was death, I wound myself off of it. I was like, I don't need this shit, And I'm not gonna lie, even when I was in the institution, I was low key throwing those pills up. I was spitting them out. I didn't want to take them because I didn't believe in them. I believed in God above, and that I was gonna get through what I was going through, not with those medication that they were, feeding me, but with my positive thinking and my positive energy, and my positive belief in the Holy Spirit, like real talk, and God above, Jesus Christ. Right. And for those who don't believe, that's fine. You have to see things to believe it, because trust me, I didn't believe at first either. I grew up with my grandma, then until I was 8, so spiritual, so very heavy on religion and Christianity, but or Catholic, whatever it was. I'm not too fond of what it really was, but I'm pretty sure it was Christianity. But that's the type of household I grew up. But I never understood how or took it so serious until 17 years old, and I went through what I went through. And I remember when it happened, the only thing I remember saying in that moment, when I felt like I was like my spirit was being like it was over for me, I said, God help me, and everything started happening. Whew. It's deep, man. It gets really deep, but it's not something I'm gonna talk about right here. I'm gonna talk about it on a different bigger platform. But I'm saying this because I don't want you guys to ever believe that depression is real. It's something that you could overcome. I don't ever want you guys to believe that it's something that you can't get out of, because you could get out of it, right? I'm saying this because I get it. There's a lot of people that's gonna fight against it. Andrew Tate said, and obviously it's the way he say things. I do support Andrew Tate a lot in the things that he say as a man, and like how men should be men, obviously, and how you should get out of that stupid mentality of thinking like you can't get stuff done, but all you got to do is fight through it, and just change your mindset, because your mindset is so powerful. And that's what helped me through the things that I was going through. My mentality, I stayed so strong. Even when the voices were in my head, I stayed so strong, right? So I get it. Like some people may think like, oh, like this is like what I'm going through is depression beyond depression. Y'all don't understand the demons that I'm fighting on the inside. No, I'm telling you, yes. There's some of us in this world that fought a lot of demons mentally and got through it, made it through it, so don't think you're alone, man. Don't think that depression is something that's supposed to keep you down. It's not. It's something that you're not even supposed to believe is real. Because the more you believe it, the more it becomes real in your life. It's like manifestation. The more you believe in your success, the more it's going to become reality in your life, like straight up, So I just wanted to touch bases on that, man, because mental health is a real thing. It is, So I just wanted to speak on that and to let you guys know that you're not alone, man, but you can get through it. Don't ever think you can't get through it. Don't ever think like doing something you're not supposed to do is the way out, like 100%, right? Because it never is. It never is, So but other than that, man, stay strong and stay blessed, and stay positive, and if you don't believe in God, don't believe in prayers, try it out. You never know. 100%, you don't have to believe it. Try it out. You never know. Hey, try something new. See where it goes. See where it gets you. Right? So yeah, man. So other than that, man, another stuff I want to touch base on is social media. Sometimes, man, it becomes an addiction that we cannot get over. And I'm telling you this from experience, my goodness. And it's I know speaking on things like this is probably bad for the media, because I mean, but I'm just one person, you know. One person can't make everybody slow down on social media, right? Can't make one person slow down on these apps. I mean, one person can't make all you guys slow down on these apps. But I want y'all to realize something, and I want y'all to think about this. And when you watch this, I want you to think about this. When you get busy and there's something that you need to do and you have to get it done, and you pick your phone up and hop on Twitter, Instagram, all these different social media app, right? I want you to think in that moment, or not even in that moment, or think in that moment and realize how much time you just spent when you opened that phone and hopped on that app, distracted from your dreams and your goals. And I'm saying this because I found myself in the situation where I'm like, what the hell? 30 minutes just went by? And I just scroll and was laughing and laughed my whole career away. Right? So I want y'all to try that out for me. And another thing, man, AI. My goodness. If you believe in AI or not, I mean, there's nothing to not believe in. It's right in front of our faces, right? But AI is so important for plenty of reasons. Huge help to the human race. But how far can AI go? How far can we really take it? Elon Musk has warned us already. You know, and if a guy like Elon Musk is telling you something is bad, a guy like me could only agree, right? I just feel like everything that they've been showing us in the movies is literally the movies telling us from time to time now is coming to pass. It's just like the Bible, man. A lot of people don't believe in it, but read the Bible. You know, I am an amateur in the Bible though, so I'm not gonna speak on it too much and like what to believe in and tell y'all what to do. But I'm not an idiot. If you know, there's things that's literally biblically happening every single day in the world, and it's freaking crazy to think that there's so many people that cannot see it, because they're just like, oh, that's just natural disaster, or just like a natural phenomenon, or whatever the case may be, that just happened on accident. It's I put it like this: believe in what you believe in. Like the way I look at your spiritual belief, man, I feel like it just really comes from the heart and what's inside of you. I feel like it really believes, it really comes from something that you truly believe in within your soul. Like you have to feel it, you have to believe in it, you have to like live through something, survive through something to say, whoa, this was real. I felt it in my soul, my body, my bones, my spirit, and there's nothing that can change that. 100%. And I feel like that's where your belief and your religion and your spirituality come from. It's just like people who don't believe in God. They believe in the universe, and they believe in Mother Nature, and they believe in the spirits and that's the same thing like being a religious person. That's the same thing like being a religious person that believes in God, Jesus, whatever. Like, dude, like we've never met them, but we believe in them spiritually. We believe because we feel it deep in our soul and our bodies, just like how you can feel the earth and believe that, oh, energy is moving through my body and soul, and that's the same energy that we get. So I kind of hate when people separate the two. You get me? I really hate when they separate the two, religion and spirituality. It's the same thing. Not religion and spirituality, but your belief in God, and people believe in the universe and like the spirits and the and the energies. Like, dude, it's the same thing. Like, can't nobody act. And if it's not, like, tell me how it's not. So it's just funny. Like people be like, "Oh, you're wrong because let me show you the facts or let me give you my factual opinion." Because most of the time it's opinion because your facts came from somebody else that's been telling you your facts. You get me? But when you feel it deep in your soul, your body, your mind, and nobody's telling you your facts and you're feeling that energy and those facts within your soul and your body, then you could tell somebody, you know, then you could probably correct somebody based on, your own personal experience. And that's the way I look at your belief, religion, and all that stuff, man. Got to be your own personal experience. Can't nobody force you to to become a Christian, Muslim, Buddha, whatever. I don't believe that nobody could force you to do that. Should force you to do any of that. I believe that you really have to feel that within your soul, your mind, your body, your heart. Like real talk. It got to be your own experience, and I feel like that's just the human experience, period. I feel like that's why we are all here, to experience this humanity, this human life form. You get me? Because if you believe that there's really a spirit inside your body, and I don't think there's nobody that don't, because if they didn't, it's like, and you just believe that you're flesh, then like honestly, like it's like you're like literally a walking zombie. Like like I'm scared of people like that, who feel like they have no spirit or no soul. And then you see the people who don't have no spirit or no soul, they're literally a demon in the flesh. Damn, that was deep for even me. Right? So that's one thing I truly do. That's a topic that I'm not sensitive about, but something that I really do love to touch base on and talk about, because I feel like it's so important. And then, you have your non-believers, you have your Satanist, and then just people, whatever. I don't know what their real belief in, but it's just so much behind that and what they believe in. But it's so funny because that's your belief. You say people like that say God isn't real, and we're just, when you die, like that's it, that's just the end, and blah blah blah, and just and they just say like, oh, life is just, we just born and die, blah blah blah, whatever. I believe people like that live their life with absolutely no purpose, no goal, and no dreams, and no desire. Because when it comes to goals, dreams, ambition, and desire, I truly do believe that that really comes from something within, like a belief within yourself. You get me? A belief that could only be conjured with a supernatural like energy. You get me? A good energy though, because like if you're feeding off bad energy, then you're obviously setting out to destroy the world and not conquer anything good, and and have no good ambitions and good goals in life. Just search and destroy. So that's what you would look at Satanism as. Some people, but it's so funny because I was watching a TikToker the other day, and he was a Satanist, and I'm not just watching it just because you can scroll past TikTok and you see a lot of crazy shit on there, but I tapped it, and this guy was very educational. This guy took the time to educate himself so fundamentally, so good, like full blown Satanism education. Like knew the books, the big words, the how to separate the this from the that, and why being a Satanist is so important, because it's like, just like he had a full education level on like somebody that's teaching you how to become successful in life. And I'm like, dude, you took all that energy and just took it into that, instead of like doing something be greater, you get me? And like just something that could fulfill your spirit and your soul, because I'm pretty sure people like that carry a lot of bad and negative energy. And I say that because what positive, great, good energy come from worshiping the devil and like all that other situation, you know? So it was wild to me. It really blew my mind. So that's pretty that's pretty crazy, and that's beyond me. But it was very interesting. Very interesting. So that's different. That's special. Another thing I wanted to talk about too. People who switches religions, their faith, their belief. How does that work? How do you go from being a Christian for so long to just like that converting to another religion? And I know the simplest way to say, like, oh, because they saw the truth and they saw the, so all that time that you were believing in what you were believing and the steps that you were taking and the worshiping that you were doing was like God was never there for you. Like, well, Jesus and the person that you were praying to was never there for you. That tripped me out. Like, you're saying like, oh no, that's been wrong my whole life. But your whole life it was right your whole life until you converted and switched. And that blows my mind. I think you gotta be a real man or a real woman to say, can't nobody change my fate, my mind, and I believe in what I believe in, and I'm gonna take it to my grave. I don't care how my peoples are acting. I'm acting how I'm acting, and I'm standing on what I'm standing on. But I feel like people do it for a different reason. I feel like people do it because they want a different advantage. And I don't believe religion worship should be about the advantage that you have over people and the advantage that you have in the world. I feel like it should really be about what you truly, truly have deep inside your soul and your heart. So people who, if they can do it, if they could switch once, why won't they switch again? Next thing you know, they switched and become complete opposite from good. It's bad, So that's a pretty deep topic too that I wanted to talk about, because like I said, I'm a religious person, man. I wasn't always a believer, but everything that I went through made me a believer. And God been so great in my life through all the bad. I have no idea the bad that I've been through. But I never gave up faith, man. I never converted to a different religion. I never, but I respect I respect every religion out there. I respects, highly respected. I do believe that that people can be better people. But can they be better at whatever they believe in, like their religion and everything like that? Yeah, of course too. But what I'm trying to say is, like, nobody's perfect. So switching to another religion is not gonna make you no different than you were in the first religion. So sometimes it's not even about the religion that you go through. It's not even about what you believe in. It's really about who you are as a person. You get me? So yeah, man. Yeah. I could go on all night about that when it comes to religion, spirituality, and belief, man. I could do that all night, but I don't want to bore some of y'all. Definitely don't. But I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in, man, and staying update with everything, man. And hope you guys been loving it. Man. Another thing I want to talk about, before I end it, man, is substance abuse, man. Hey, I know you guys might not think alcohol, smoking weed, all these other drugs, stuff like that. I know you might think like, oh, I'm not addicted because I have control over it. I'm working every day. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But just understand when something is a habit. I believe it's something that says it takes 30 days for something to become a bad habit or a habit or an addiction, right? And it's something that you just find yourself doing constantly. And even when you tell yourself sometimes like no, I'm not addicted, watch, I'm gonna stop smoking or drinking and doing this for a week, a month, and then you're itching in that month, and you do it for a month, you're like, oh my God, yes, that month is over, I told you I wasn't addicted. Then you're right back drinking. Oh my God, yes, I did it though. For a whole month I went without it. That's a problem, man. It becomes a bad problem, and for a lot of people, they might think that's the way out. They might think that's the way to maneuver around it. But and I'm saying this from experience. Not that I've ever been like hooked on anything or addicted to anything, but I found myself in moments to where and this was back then as well, because obviously I'm not. I'm obviously drug free, been drug free all my life, besides like marijuana and stuff like that, but I haven't smoked. I would only honestly just do it at, night, just like the low budget dumb stuff just to help me, sleep when I can't, like a medication, but back then, of course, heavy smoking, like all that stuff, man, drinking. I remember the last time I ever drank and I blacked out, and it was horrible, man. It was horrible. Woke up feeling so sick and so disgusting. And I never understood why I enjoyed that and why I liked it. And the older I got, I realized I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy passing out and not remembering what I did the other night, and just because it's a high that just gets me out of my body, and it's another word for it, spirits, which is really important because I feel like you are not yourself when you're drunk, when you're faded, whatever you want to call it. You're not yourself, and I do feel like alcohol allows different entity to enter your body, and that's 100%. Like, how do you go from this shy, nonchalant, introvert, I think that's the correct term, to this extrovert, if I'm using them correctly, and this loud and this, oh, I can conquer the world, then I'm just, or you turn into a sex addict, or you turn into a demon, literally, off alcohol. And that's, I feel like the term spirits come from exactly that there's a different entity that when you drink and consume enough alcohol that enters your body, and you're not who you think you are. You're definitely not who you think you are, but you're not who you once were before the addiction roll in. Well, not even the addiction, I'm sorry, before that the alcohol consumes who you are, consumes your body and your mind, because that's what it does. It consumes your mind, because your body is still your body, but your mind is not you no more. And I feel like I started noticing a lot, man, and I wanted to just get away from it, and I got away from it. So every time I would come around people like that now, and it's no disrespect to people who still, drinks heavy, smoke heavy, whatever. I'm very mutual. I can be around them. I don't, because that's not who I am, so I'm not forced to do it. I don't even care to do it, but I still enjoy myself by being who I am, but I say that because I wonder, do they have that realization about it yet? And if they do and they continue to do it, do they realize that, okay, damn, I'm addicted, right? Because there's no way, I've never heard anybody say, like, I absolutely love drinking hard alcohol. It's the best shit ever, and I love getting so faded and turned up that I can't remember who I am, and I lose all my money, and I don't know, man, right? So tell me that's not a problem. I feel like marijuana is more lenient, though, obviously, but that could become a very, very bad addiction as well, because I realized when I used to smoke marijuana, I really became dumber. And I'm gonna keep it blunt, just like that. Became stupid, I'm forgetful, very forgetful, very, like, I mean, obviously goofy, but like more like not present, not presentable. You know, like I'm not there in the moment. Like I'm literally in my own head. Like literally, you could be holding a conversation and miss the whole thing. Literally, you can be sitting there just in the moment, but gone, like in your own mind, and like miss everything that's going on around you. And talk about the paranoia part behind it. That's what was really big on my end. I was a very paranoid person off of it, and I hated that. Like, I was just overthinking everything. But I'm not gonna lie, there were great parts that I liked about it. For me personally, I was so tuned into educational programs when I was like smoking. Obviously just at night, because I can't function during the day off marijuana. Hell nah. Just at night when I'm in bed and I'm watching YouTube, or like, you know, I'm watching like Aliens or the Joe Rogan podcast, or like, you know, anything like that. And things about Alaska, and just things about the ocean space. And I'm just like, whoa. Like, it just like makes sense more to me when I was off of it, and I could understand it clearly, and like the hidden messages that was in there. Like I was so like, oh crap, that's what, you know, this is really all about. And you know, so that's a different story, you know. But yeah, but even that, like, I was like, man, just being off no alcohol, no marijuana, man, I'm so focused, my mind is so clear, everything is so vivid, like I feel alive, you know. So, and I feel like it's hard for people to feel alive, because when they do those things, they go to a reality that they feel like, this is exactly where I need to be in life, this is where I want to be in life, this feels better than whatever I'm going through in this real world, you know. So it's kind of like the Matrix, man. I feel like it just take you to a whole nother world, and I can admit that. But imagine having to be so like at your low. I feel like, to feel like you're like at your best, you know, because I feel like drugs and alcohol does put you down to your lowest, of course, and it does. I don't think it's no scientific proof that drugs and alcohol enhance you, who you are as a person. I don't think so. If it is, let me know. But yeah, man. Yeah, these are very important topics that I love to touch base on, man. And if you guys got any questions in the comments, go ahead, lay them down for me. Anything that you would like for me to talk about on the next episode, man, lay them right there for me, man. I'm here, I'm all ears. Even me and my co-host will spit it, we'll get at it, you know. So let us know, man. But stay tuned, man, for episode 5, man. It's coming. So shout out to everybody who's been a part of this podcast, everybody who's been supporting. We're just getting started, but I promise you, don't count us out, because we're here to stay. Let's get it, baby. I made you the great. Follow me on Instagram, Akeem J. Wright. Facebook, same. You know, follow the podcast on the May Revenue Records YouTube page, man. Keep up to date to everything May Revenue on your podcast, and we will catch y'all next episode, man. But I hope y'all enjoyed this one, man. You know, I got into my bag, because I ain't gonna say feelings, because I don't get into my feelings, baby. That's for, you know, that ain't for no grown man. I'm sorry. Like, we got feelings, don't get it twisted, but I feel like moving off emotions, you know, it's a dangerous thing. So I don't move off emotions. I move off. I'll let y'all think about that one. Peace, love, and a bottle of hair grease, man. I'm out of here.